Good morning, family. This is Ricky, and welcome to Hope for Today. Can I get a Bengals witness? It's just another manic Monday. Oh, I wish it was. No, it's not going to be a manic Monday for you and for me because Jesus Christ is Lord. Come on, y'all. Get up out your bed. Come on. Get out your bed, bend the knee. Thank God for another day. It's going to be a great week for you. Why? Because you and I are going to act like a thing is so, even though it ain't so, in order that it might be so, because God said so. It's Holy Week, and our hearts are gearing up for Resurrection Sunday, this coming up Sunday. Jesus got up. And if Jesus got up, it did. That means you can get up from whatever you're going through in your life today. I want to look at Ephesians chapter 6, verse 18. Paul's been talking about the whole armor of God. And basically he's saying, Christian, this is how you do spiritual battle in your life. And to that tune, he says, verse 18, that we ought to be praying at all times in the Spirit, with all prayer and supplication. To that end, keep alert with all perseverance, making supplication for all the saints. And essentially what the Apostle Paul is saying to you and I, that when there's hardship in our life, and when there's battle in our life, and when there's weight in our life, don't stop praying. Don't stop praying, because God's on the other side of that communication. We used to sing a song in the old church that went like this: Jesus is on the main line, tell him what you want. You just call him up and tell him what you want. And the whole idea of the song was that Jesus cares about everything you may be going through in your life today. And the only question left is, are you sharing with Jesus what's going on with you? That's where prayer comes in. Man, I know the world's still crazy, and a lot of us are wrestling with some tensions, some of us with doubts, but a lot of us are wrestling with a lot of fear. In fact, about a month ago, when the whole war broke out in Ukraine and Russia, I'll confess, guys, that I was walking through some sheer terror in my life. Is this World War III? What does this mean for the church? What does this mean for the world? And I find myself for about 3 or 4 days kind of quaking with some fear. And I was talking with my buddy Albert, and he was just listening to me. And I'm saying, buddy, I'm just scared and I'm just worried. What does this mean for my kids? What does this mean for the economy? What does this mean for my future? And Albert, I'll never forget, he just says, well, Doc, what did the Lord say? And it hit me that I talked to everybody about my fear but God. The crazy thing about our battles is sometimes we'll try to fight our battles all by ourselves and forget that we have Jesus on the main line. And he said, call him up and tell him what you want. So the lesson is this: if you're fearful today, verbalize it in prayer. If you've got some frustrations today, verbalize it in prayer. If you got some worries and doubts today and some anxieties, verbalize it in prayer. 2 things I think happen when we share what's going on with us with Jesus. Number 1, we feel better, because at the end of the day, it just feels good to get it out of the inside and bring it on the outside. It loses its power. But then God does what only God can do. He shows up with his presence. He shows up with his promises. He shows up in such a way that, you know what? I still got the same battle, but I got a new perspective because God stepped in. It's Monday, y'all, and it's going to be a great week. Why? Because we verbalize everything that's going on with us in prayer, and he'll show up this week. And that's hope for today. I'll see you next time.